days we bought a new boat and we're now sailing her home to our harbor in Lelystad. She's going on the wall there so we can do stuff. What? Fix her up a little bit. Then, yeah, a new project.
So as Kim told, we just bought a new boat. Well, it's not new, it's used. It's a 1975 Contest 31. It's in pretty good shape. It has a new engine. Well, basically new. But we do have some work to do. Starting in the front, here in the forestay, we're gonna make a new stainless steel bracket for this. We're gonna add a nice anchor. We're gonna redo some of the running rigging because here you see it's steel wire. It's pretty old. We don't like that. We used to race boats, and this is not gonna do. We're gonna add a wind vane to it. We're gonna add a bunch of instruments to it. We're gonna add AIS, of course. Yeah, we're gonna just do a whole lot of stuff to it. But basically the boat is in good shape. It's just that we want our boat to be ocean worthy because we're gonna do some big miles on this boat.
After we spent the night in our home port, we got the boat ready for a haul out. We prepared the boat by getting the sails down and the stays loose so the mast could be removed as well. After we removed the mast, we got the boat on the hard, sprayed her down and got her to a spot at the back of the shipyard. Finally, she is ready for her refit to begin.
After I docked the boat first, they pointed out that there's only one way to get the mast off, so I have to turn the boat around. Yeah, it's a bit exciting with the boat you own for one day and you have to turn it around in a tight spot by yourself, but luckily it went alright. The boat maneuvers pretty good for this size and weight. Yeah, that engine is really good.
After we redocked again, we unstepped the mast with the help of the harbour masters. With the mast removed, we towed the boat towards the slings and lifted her out of the water with the crane. Around this time the battery of the GoPro died, and because of all the hassle, we totally forgot about the GoPro even being there. Whoops! I thought I filmed it from the docks with my phone, but that turned out to only be a photo. Oh well. So we're on our way to the chandlery yeah, the boat parts store to pick up boat parts. We placed a huge order, and in the morning we received an email that our order is ready and we're going there to pick it up, and I'm very much excited. What are the things we're picking up? Solar panels.
Solar panels, safety gear, AIS. Too much to mention. I'll show you guys later on. Yeah, it's just a massive order. It's so big, well, at least for me, because yeah, we're not rich people at all. But this order is a lot more than what we paid for our first boat.
And this is only one order.
Yeah, and this is one order, and we didn't even buy the cabling and I already put other stuff in the shopping basket after I placed this order, so it's gonna be well worth it. We need to upgrade this boat and make sure we can rely on all the important stuff all the time and just have fun and not worry about stupid little things. That's money well spent if you do it right. Welcome to our giant pile of crap. Yeah, as said, we bought a lot of stuff from our good friends at George Kniest. Yeah, let me take you through some of the stuff. Starting with the new plotter. It's a pretty simple model. It's from Raymarine. It's the Raymarine Element. The reason we bought this was because mainly we want something that's always on and just always shows AIS targets. That's the most important thing. We will also do navigation with the tablet and with the laptop. This is just a nice addition, so you always have a fixed screen in the cockpit with AIS targets on it. It has a few NMIA 2000 functions. We won't be using too many of those, but for us this is going to be just fine. We also got a new VHF. It's from Standard Horizon. Yeah, I've had good experiences with Standard Horizon. They're not too expensive. They're pretty good, and we can hook this up to our AIS, and we also have AIS man overboard devices. So this will all be connected, and when you have a man overboard, this will send out a DSC call to all surrounding ships. So that's a really good function of it. This is our new AIS transponder. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. It's from Ocean Signal. The big thing about this one is it comes with two included AIS man overboard devices. So this will all be linked together. Yeah, it's just a good deal. We have a whole safety system right here, and AIS is super important. Not all ships have it. They should have it, but yeah, they don't. But yeah, it'll cover about 80-85% of all the ships. So you can see what's coming. They can see you coming. Also quite nice. So I'm really excited to fit this to the boat. As said before, yeah, one of the things, if we do have a man overboard situation, yeah, one of the ways to get them back is with one of these things. You can just throw it. It floats. You have a nice line, and then you can attach it to a halyard and retrieve the person. Retrieving a person back to the boat is harder than you think, but this is something that really helps with this. So this is our new wind speed indicator. It's from Raymarine. The reason we went with Raymarine, I'll show you in a second, is because we got some used instruments from a boat I did quite a bit of miles on. It's my dad's old boat. And we got his old ST60 instruments. They're perfectly fine, and Raymarine still makes compatible stuff, so that's why we bought the Raymarine one.
And it's pretty.
And it's quite pretty, but yeah, the B&G one is also pretty. Together with our AIS and our new VHF, we also got a VHF splitter, or a VHF antenna splitter.
This is just so we can run AIS and VHF through one antenna, the one that's in the mast. Maybe we'll get a secondary antenna, but I'm not quite sure where to put it. So that's why we got the splitter. Yeah, it's Navico, so it's basically B&G or Simrad, you pick. It's yeah, it doesn't use that much voltage, and it doesn't have that much loss. So I'm pretty sure this will come in handy. And one nice feature is you can also hook up your FM radio to it. So you have a massive range with your FM radio, which is nice. We got a new top light. So this is a three-way for sailing and anchor light in one. It's all LED. The old one was just a white light with a bulb in it. So A, it's not up to Colrex, and B, it's not LED, so it uses way too much power. So I'm happy to install this one as well. A flare pack. It speaks for itself. We're gonna put this in a grab bag. We have a life raft, and it's in good condition. It got approved for another 4 years of use. So that's good. We're gonna add this to the grab bag with some other things. Yeah, this is just something you have to have if you're going offshore. We didn't get the biggest one because we don't have a big boat. So this will fit. And yeah, you only use this if you're in close range anyway. So this will do. Yeah, I ran across these little nifty things. And these are from Spinlock. And you can stick these to your life jacket. And if you go into the water, it will illuminate your whole life jacket. I thought that was a really smart idea, and it goes automatically. These two pins, if they hit the water, they will go on, and they have a really long battery life. Yeah, I think it's great. It's 20 bucks. Put these on your life jacket no matter what. It's a good idea. These were the instruments I was talking about. We 3D printed custom covers with the boat name on it. Just because the old ones, well, they've been in the sun for 20 years, so they don't look as nice. But the instrument underneath is still fine. We already installed the depth transducer and the speed transducer. We were really busy. We didn't film it, but we still need to hook it up, so you'll see that. Yeah, we're gonna add these. These are bulletproof. They're just fine, so we're gonna reuse these ones.
And we have a box full of them.
Yep. Another second-hand edition. It's just an old school multiband world receiver. You can receive the BBC offshore with I think it's long wave, and you can get pretty good weather reports on it. And yeah, if all else fails, you still have this. And also with all the stuff going on in the world, if you're offshore, it's nice to know what's going on. And this one, yeah, it always works. It's great. Get one. They're 25 bucks secondhand. Just get one. Another secondhand thing. I came across this on yeah, we call it Marktplaats in the Netherlands. It's basically like Craigslist. The guy bought a new boat. It already had one installed in the mast. He had this one lying around. Yeah, it was half the price of a new one. Nothing really breaks on these, so no reason to buy a new one. It's an Echomax. Yeah, it's fine. It's not as good as the tri-lens, but they don't make the tri-lens anymore. So we chose this one. This is a new water pump. We are going to install a new water pump because the surveyor told us the one that's in the boat right now, it's quite old, so it's very noisy. It uses a lot of power. And when we looked a little closer, the electrical connections were a bit dodgy. It's not very smart with a water pump, so we're going to just rip it out, put in this new one. It's from Jibes. It's up to 2 faucets. Well, we only have 2 faucets on the boat, so yeah, that will be absolutely plenty. We may add a hot water boiler, but we're not fully sure on that one. But we'll install this one soon. We'll make a nice video of it. One of the other things we're gonna add is a water filter. So this is not just the water filter to filter out big parts. This water filter will actually take care of chlorine and stuff like that. In the Netherlands, we don't put that much chlorine in the water, I think. Well, we hardly taste it, but when you go to Spain or countries we want to visit, there is a big chlorine taste, and we're not used to that. So we we really want that taste out. And this one will help. They sell it everywhere. It's really easy to install. You just snip the line in, out, done. And these replacement cartridges, they sell them everywhere. and it's not that expensive either. New Bilge Pump. The boat right now has a manual, but it was never been used, so we tried it out during the survey and it just exploded into 1,000 pieces of dried rubber. We're gonna replace that one as well, but we're gonna add an electrical bilge pump as well. Yeah, from what I read, this is pretty much the best one they have. You don't need a separate switch. You can, but you don't need it. It's all built in. It does 1,100 gallons per hour, so that's plenty for a 31-foot boat. What we're also gonna do is redo the electrics on the boat, because it's quite old. We took a brief look and it seems like it's been patched up for God knows how many years. Oh, that's the way the box opens. One of the things we're gonna replace is the switch panel. We went for this Filippi 16 switch panel. I think it's gonna be enough, but they sell expansion packs for this as well if we need it. And one of the things, it has built-in fuses. So just automatic fuses, no more glass fuses, and the one you need is always gone, and etc, etc. Don't want to deal with that anymore. So we're going to install this, and we're going to do a lot on the electrics. Someone is going to help us with that, because I suck at electrics. We also need to monitor our batteries, and that's why we're going to install this Victron Energy shunt with Bluetooth enabled little gauge. Yeah, you can hook up 2 batteries, so you can also hook up your starter battery. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, I think, but we need to install it because we want to know what's going on with our batteries. Yeah, we will make more than day trips, so we really need to know if we have some juice before we go into the night. So this will help us really well with that. Then we bought these 2 massive things. These are solar panels. They are from Victron Energy. They are 175 watts each.
How much?
175 watts. Yeah, I bought them calculating about how much power we would need and not necessarily looking if we have the space on the boat. We are building a nice arch for it now, and well, we think it'll fit, but we really needed to build the arch because there's nowhere else to put them on the boat. Accompanying that will be this controller. It's also from Victron. You can use the Victron calculator. They have a calculator on the website. You can state how many solar panels you have, if you put them in series or parallel, and it'll tell you which controller you'll need and how much kilowatt hours you'll get depending on where you are in the world. It's a really nice tool. I'll put a link down in the description. And they said get to 120, and that's what we did. Last but not least is this little signaling mirror. It's gonna go in the grab bag. Yeah, it speaks for itself. You look through this hole, you aim it at an airplane, and then hopefully they'll spot you a little bit.
Oh yeah, I spot you.
Yeah?
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, it's really small, but it can really save your life, one of these. I hope to never ever have to use it, but we have it anyway. Yeah, we bought some tools, other crap. Our dinghy is back there. It's a Suzumar dinghy. It's fully inflatable. It's a roll-up. Yeah, cables, tools, stuff. This book, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it bad. Because, yeah, I don't know all these things, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Yeah, join us for the next videos when we install all this stuff, and it's gonna probably take a few videos and a few weeks, but I'm really looking forward to installing it.
Join us for the next videos when we start working on bays, finish up Cudgel, and take many trips across the shipyard as we swap some winches.